What's up, everybody? Excuse me, just a second. Good afternoon, sir. Thanks for your request to upgrade to business class for your flight tomorrow. Unfortunately, your upgrade request has been declined. This is something that's happened to me time and again. I'm sure you've experienced the same. It means 15 hours in a cramped economy seat, and if I'm lucky, I'll probably be sat next to someone who snores or a crying baby. This is all about to change. One airline is changing the game with their new beds in economy class. That's right, beds. Something we've all craved on a long-haul flight. So make sure you stick around to the end for that. What's up, everyone? This is the Flight Side of Life, and today we're going to talk about the game-changing Dreamliner to be ordered by Air New Zealand. Air New Zealand recently axed its London route in favour of a focus on New York and Chicago. While the former still required a stop in Los Angeles to break up the journey, the new routes will be direct, resulting in flight times of 16, sometimes 18 hours. These ultra-long-haul routes are the perfect opportunity for Air New Zealand to improve their sometimes maligned product. Without further ado, let's look at this new Dreamliner to be delivered in 2024. Okay, first off, business class. There'll be two types of business class on this aircraft, the first of which will be called the Business Premier Luxe Suites. This will only be one or two rows of the business class cabin. Now, I know airlines are doing away with first class these days, but come on, Air New Zealand. If you're gonna have two types of business class, just call it first class. Anyway, I digress. These are the two different kinds of seats. There's the Luxe Suite here and the Premier Suite here. Both seats have plenty of storage options and a personal mirror inside the door, a spacious side shelf, and a trinket tray to store your phone, watch, jewelry, and other little items. There's also a deep storage pocket to keep your iPad or small handbag within easy reach. In addition, there are some tech upgrades which I find quite impressive, like having a USB-A and USB-C in addition to a standard power outlet. There's also wireless charging for smartphones, headphones, and the like, and there's also Bluetooth audio streaming so you can use your cordless headphones or earbuds. There's a massive 24-inch personal video screen and a bed slightly longer than the current business class seat. When the bed is in sleep mode, there will be a memory foam mattress and a feather pillow provided to all passengers. This seat can also be put into the recline position for taxi, takeoff, and landing. The Luxe version also has sliding doors for full privacy. There's also a large meal table and what they call a buddy seat, so you can dine with your fellow passenger. Luxe passengers also get other little luxuries like merino wool blankets. I think both these products are quite impressive. If you have a look, this is the much maligned business class on Air New Zealand currently. A tired old product facing away from the windows with zero privacy whatsoever. Probably one of the worst in the market currently. My only criticism of the new product is the Premier product is that it kind of still faces away from the windows. Don't get me wrong, you can still see outside like before, but I feel they could do a bit more for privacy and right the horrible wrongs of the last seat by properly pivoting it towards the window rather than going halfway. Otherwise, it's a big thumbs up from me. Now, if you're enjoying this video, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, number 2, Premium Economy Class. The new Premium Economy seat is similar to the Lufthansa seat. It has a padded headrest and it has wings in between seats for added privacy. One of the key things is that it has a fixed shell design. This means you can recline much more deep than economy, but crucially, you aren't taking up the space of the person behind, nor is the person in front taking up your space. There's storage space between the seats and additional pockets underneath the tray table. From a tech perspective, there's the USB-A and USB-C ports, plus the Bluetooth is available as well, just like in business class. The screen is 15 inches, which is 2 inches bigger than the previous design. There's a nice footrest to cradle your legs, and customers will have the benefit of premium dining compared to economy. I really like the design of this seat, especially given the shell design, which gives an extra level of personal space. 41 inches of pitch is also industry leading, so Air New Zealand have really hit the mark with this one. Okay, on to economy class. There are 4 types of economy class seat. I won't bore you with all the details, as I know you've been patiently waiting for the grand finale. The first 2 types of economy seat are your standard economy seat and the economy stretch. These both have upgraded screens as well as the Bluetooth connectivity described before. Economy stretch has 35 inches of pitch compared to the normal 31 inch, and the only difference between the economy stretch and the normal economy seat is this 4 inches of legroom, as the name implies. Now, Air New Zealand is used to changing the game, and before these flatbeds in economy class, they had an innovation of their own, which was the Skycouch. This was the ability to purchase an additional economy seat for a fee, but not the full price. The row of 3 seats and some special padded foldable footrest would then convert into a comfortable space for you and whoever you are traveling with. Special bedding is provided in order to make the experience a more comfortable one. Although this is nothing new, I think this is worth mentioning as Air New Zealand will still be providing this as an option on these new Dreamliners, and it just goes to show the commitment they have towards customer comfort. Finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. Presenting the Economy Skynest, a fully flat bed in economy class. These railway-style bunkers will be 6 beds at the front of the economy cabin, which will be used in 4-hour time slots. They'll include a mattress pad, pillow and soft blanket with curtains to ensure privacy. Each of the Skynest beds are about 203 centimeters or 80 inches long, and the width at the shoulders is about 58 centimeters or 23 inches. Each Skynest is only one per passenger, and the Skynest bed will be available for advanced booking by premium economy and economy passengers. Air New Zealand has not yet released the pricing for this. The other restriction on the Skynest beds is that they can't be occupied during takeoff or landing. After each 4-hour session, there will be a half-hour cleaning period when the cabin crew will remove and refresh the mattress and provide new pillows and blankets while wiping down the interior of the pod. Built into each pod is a small storage area for storing personal items, plus a USB charging socket and a reading lamp. When I first heard about this concept, I didn't think it would come to fruition. After all, these Skynests are taking up the space of 6 regular economy seats, not to mention the additional weight and fuel burn. Air New Zealand are taking a gamble with this, and while there'll be only 6 of these, and they need to be booked in advance, it is definitely a step in the right direction, especially as ultra long-haul travel becomes more and more common. Not every economic passenger will get to experience this, but it just goes to show that if anything, Air New Zealand cares about the passengers at the back, not just the ones at the front. There's still the option of the Skycouch as well, don't forget. When you consider Qantas's announcement recently of their A350-1000s flying direct to London, which are several hours longer and do not provide any of these options, it really puts things into perspective. I will caveat all this though, as while it is a fantastic innovation, a lot of the final verdict will depend on the pricing to see if it's actually worth it. Either way, it's a world first, and hats off to Air New Zealand for taking the plunge. What do you think of the Skynest? Will it be successful or will it be a flop? As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, keep flying high.